How's it going, everybody? If you are a homeowner or potentially a first-time home buyer here in Michigan, then this video is for you. Today I wanted to talk about some of the basics around what a homeowner's insurance policy actually covers, and then some optional coverages worth looking into as well. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Brian. I'm an independent insurance agent based here in the state of Michigan, Metro Detroit specifically, and I work with businesses on their commercial insurance programs, as well as helping families and individuals with their personal insurance, their home, their auto insurance as well. My goal with this channel is to pass on a little bit of educational information to you so that you can make more informed decisions around your insurance, and then overall help answer any questions that you might have. So let's get into it. And before we get too far into the video, I do want to invite you to subscribe to the channel, and if you find this video helpful, useful, anything like that, please feel free to like, share it with anyone else as well. When people ask, what does a homeowner's insurance policy actually cover? The simplest answer is going to be that it will cover the structure of the home itself, all of your stuff inside of it, and then protects you if somebody gets hurt on your property. But there is obviously more to it than that. So let's start with the basics. First, most homeowners insurance policies will include dwelling coverage. This will be listed as your coverage A dwelling amount, which is going to provide coverage for the actual structure of the home and protect against things like fire, wind, hail, or potentially a tree falling on it. And then one thing to keep in mind with this dwelling coverage is that it will be based on the replacement cost value of the home. And this is what it would cost to completely rebuild your home from the ground up, not what you could sell it for. And this replacement cost is calculated based on things like the year it was built, the square footage, the exterior construction, whether it's brick, aluminum siding, vinyl, and then other factors like the number of bathrooms you have, if your basement's finished or not, or if your house is built on a slab or crawl space. But it is very important to know that the replacement cost and market value can be different, and it's very important to make sure your replacement cost is as accurate as possible. Then there's personal property coverage, and this covers the items inside your home that you own. This would be things like furniture, clothes, electronics, appliances. Essentially, the easiest way to think about this coverage is if you flipped your home upside down, what would fall out? And then next is going to be a very important part of the policy, and that is personal liability coverage. And this coverage is for if somebody gets hurt or injured on your property, or if you potentially cause damage to somebody else's property. This would help cover the legal costs and then any potential medical expenses as well. And then there's additional living expenses coverage. And this would be for if your home is damaged by a covered claim, and then you do need to live somewhere else while it is being repaired or rebuilt. This helps cover hotel stays or any sort of rental costs, and then other additional extra costs that come with all that process as well. And with all this, it is also very important to understand your deductible. And this is the amount that you would agree to pay out of pocket before your insurance coverage actually kicks in. So if you have, let's say, $1,000 deductible and a $10,000 claim, you would be responsible for that first $1,000. Now, here's where some people do get potentially confused, and that is around what is not covered. Standard policies will not include coverage for flood damage, earthquakes, and routine wear and tear that your home might experience. And most policies will also have a certain limit around high value items like jewelry, watches, art, or any sort of collectibles. And it's common for the limit for this to be maybe only $1,000 or $2,000 per item. So if you have any expensive jewelry or other valuable items, you will want to make sure that they are either scheduled out on your home policy or that they have their own inland marine insurance policy to make sure that they are properly covered. Then there are certain optional coverages that I will almost always recommend looking into. It will obviously depend on your home and your individual situation, but there definitely are a few worth considering. First is going to be either guaranteed replacement cost or an extended replacement cost endorsement. And this gives you protection if your home is completely destroyed and the rebuild of the home ends up costing more than you expected. And with construction and material costs always changing, especially in today's environment, this coverage helps make sure that you are not underinsured if you do have a major loss. Then there's water backup coverage, which is extremely important in many areas of Michigan. If your basement floods due to a sump up backup or a heavy rain, that is not automatically covered in your policy. Think of this coverage protecting against situations where you have water coming from within the home. So situations with the sump pump, any drains, showers, toilets, situations like that. Whereas flood is water coming over top inside the home. And a flood policy is typically completely separate. I have made another video going deeper into this topic that I'll also link below. Another coverage worth considering is ordinance or law coverage. And this helps cover the potential added costs that come with bringing your home up to code after a covered loss. Equipment breakdown is also worth considering. And this helps cover major appliances, heating and cooling systems. If any of them break down, have mechanical failure, anything like that, due to a power surge, any other covered claim event. And then the last one that I want to mention is service line coverage. This helps cover the underground utility lines on your property. Things like the water, sewer, or power lines if they get damaged. Overall, as you can see, there is a lot that goes into a homeowner's insurance policy. So everyone's situation, everyone's home is going to be different. There are certain items that I will almost always recommend everyone goes with, but again, this will all be tailored to your individual specific situation. So thank you for watching, and if you are looking for help with your homeowner's insurance or any other type of insurance in general, I would love the opportunity to work with you and see if our team can help. There are a lot of ways to get a hold of me, and they should all be in the description below. Please feel free to text, call, email, fill out a contact form, whatever is easiest. And if you have any other questions about insurance, please feel free to reach out directly or leave them in the comments below. I would love to help answer those as well. So thank you again.